Dude, this episode was fucking insane. If you still have not seen this episode, what are you doing? Either stay here and listen to me review this episode, which I'd rather let you do that, or go watch the episode. But you should really stay here. But without wasting any time, let's talk about this episode. Quick recap. Remember when Mark killed Angstrom Levy? Well, that was a lie, because he was actually alive. And how is he alive? He looks like a fucking brown pancake. The only reason he's even still breathing is because of these three guys. I don't even know who they are, actually. I don't think I have to go on any further, because we already kind of know what he wants to do. Gather all other Invincibles from other universes just to kill the good one. Which he's kind of stupid for that. But anyway, to the real episode. The Invincibles arrive, and oh my god, they actually do some world domination shit. Let me go through each of them. Mohawk Mark is breaking the prison. Racist Mark over here is complaining how weak this guy is. Like, what the Deadpool Mark over here is tearing shit up and is about to fight a guy as a warm-up. Viltrumite Mark is over here fighting a furry. Cannibalism Mark is fighting Daredevil from the Invincible universe, and he actually gets shot. Like, what? And this robot dude is actually kicking some ass against true Viltrumite Mark. Look! But while all of this is happening, Mark is just talking about Powerplex, saying how he knows it's not its fault. Yeah, you know how it goes. But they get a call, and that's where the real fighting begins. Sorta. Mark goes to the prison, and he realizes how bad this shit is right now. And he also sees Mohawk Mark, which makes this more confusing for him. At first, Mohawk Mark thought that was one of the other evil Invincibles, until he realizes that was the good one. And he's over here kind of dick-riding himself over here, asking if he did a good job. And he's doing it when Mark's trying to get answers here. And then it breaks into a fight. They go at it for a little while, and Mohawk Mark actually throws hands, which we really shouldn't be surprised. But anyway, they pull off a Dragon Ball moment here for a little bit. Mohawk Mark headbutts Invincible, and Invincible pops this motherfucker's ears. What? The other superheroes arrive, and they mistake Mark for the evil one. And Powerplex is back, by the way. And his broken ass is over here smirking. And he's losing brain cells when he sees another Invincible. And then he gets shit on. Oliver also saw this shit going on. He had to leave his own mother. And then Debbie had to go stay at Paul's house. Paul's house! Anyway, they actually were able to kill Mohawk Mark. Invincible had to have carried. The other superheroes restrain Mohawk Mark while Invincible tries to go find the other Invincibles. He's not dead. Not surprised. Meanwhile, at the government, Cecil, or those dead fuckers, were actually able to kill an Invincible. Cheating or not, they still did it. But my god, look what happened to Cecil and Donald. Surprisingly, there's good news to this war. Apparently, not all Invincibles have the same strength. But they still had to gather every hero in the world. No, I literally mean that too. Every hero in the world is in this episode. We get to see Oliver help the civilians. That was nice. Coincidentally, Invincible's in the same area as Oliver. That's what Oliver thought, at least. Holy shit, how many people did he kill? The real Invincible is looking around for more Invincibles. The amount of times I'm gonna have to be saying Mark's and Invincibles is gonna be insane in this video. Mark and Eve do find another Invincible, and his ass is getting kicked until a little bonus scene. One of the Invincible variants gets oh, okay, there he is. Remember that treasure thing back from season 2? Yeah, well, he actually almost gets possessed. That is until the Immortal spawned out of nowhere. Then he literally just charges at the Immortal. And then Mr. Dead Possessed dude is there crying. Sad. Back to Oliver though. Yeah, he's not doing so good. As soon as Bald Mark is about to kill Oliver, he goes behind him and punches him. Now, why am I not that excited? Well, that's because I didn't do anything. That was literally a massage for this man. But Oliver's still like, put up your dukes. But before Baldy can do anything, he gets jumped by other heroes. W! And there's another fight when this shit is happening. This episode is insane! And then we got Mark and Eve jumping at the other Mark. Holy! Even Variant Mark says, you could have killed me if you were protecting the other heroes. Mark is the shit! Maybe Eve too! But before the fight can even continue, Omni-Man Mark makes an appearance. He even asks the other Variant Mark if he needs help, and then he gives the most realist response in a Fortnite game. Fuck off! Mark knows shit's about to go down, so he tells his little girlfriend to go, but she doesn't listen, and she's obviously getting jumped. But Mark isn't doing too bad, and Eve is still holding on until her boyfriend comes in and swings his variant self around. I know this is delayed, but then he gets jumped by his other self, and bro's getting feeded on until she comes in. Holy
fuck?
Eve tries to check on Mark, but Mark says the same thing to get out of here. And he's kind of smart for saying that. Look at the Invincibles. They're jumping his ass while he's jumping their asses. Until one of them goes for Eve and breaks her leg. And they get yeeted to the hard floor. Oh yeah, she's having a conversation with Jesus right now. But don't worry guys, thanks to plot armor, she doesn't die. I already know deep down Invincible's calling Eve a dumb bitch for not running away like he said. The Invincibles ask him what he's gonna do now since he can't fight and protect at the same time.
Yeah, you're fucked, dude.
Thankfully, this couldn't get any worse because they get jumped! Fuck! Cecil came down to help and he tells Mark to bring Eve to the hospital. Sir, you know I could do way more out there than in here, right? Then go. Okay. We cut to the Guardians, and knowing the Guardians, yeah, they're losing really badly. And like always, the Immortal is losing. And in this variant, Mark is just having a good time fighting. This man's a monster. How the hell is Darkwing Jr. alive? And he had the audacity to jump behind Variant Mark, and look what happened here! Pretty sure that scene rung a bell. And Immortal is screaming Darkwing's name like he's gonna do something. Mid-fight, Immortal's calling this variable of Mark a monster and all that, and obviously that does nothing, besides getting his own ass beat. And no surprise that Duplicate is dying. And this man had the audacity to make fun of Shapesmith's death. He even asked the Guardians what Shapesmith's last words were. Just hear this man mimic Shapesmith.
Help! I don't want to not be living!
He even says some more, but I don't know if I'll get copyrighted or not. But when the Immortal uppercutted this man, it was over. No Goggles Mark grabs his face, punches him, goes down with another blow, and turns the Immortal into the Fortnite back blink he is. And bro was so upset that the fun was over. But Darkwing Jr. came in clutch because he trapped him in the void. And we don't see them afterwards. Still a W though. Now we get to Robot fighting another Invincible variant, which this fight isn't really surprising because, you know, it's Robot. Thankfully, this Invincible yaps a lot because Bulletproof comes to save the day. And then he gets his ass beat a little bit. Rudy tries to check on Monster Girl, which I don't know if it was obvious enough, but she's passed out. And my boy Rex is not doing good at all. Rudy tries to tell Rex to help him with Monster Girl, but I don't think he realizes the state Rex is in, even though he's right in front of him. Rex says Rudy and Monster Girl are better with Bulletproof since he can actually fly. Before they go, Rex tells him to tell Ray that he's sorry for not finishing the move with her, since before all this war happened, he was helping Ray move into her new apartment. He even told her to be right back. Anyway, this variant Mark is basically saying what Rex is doing is stupid for attacking him, but Rex has come back saying this whole war is stupid, which is honestly so real. Rex throws his goggles and they continue the fight. Somehow this man dodges an Invincible. He throws some rocks at him. That obviously doesn't really do much. But when he touched the floor, I thought this whole fight was over. All it did was break one side of his goggles. Oh my god. That's what happens when you're not a Viltrumite. But oh my god, all he does is yap and yap. Somewhat similar to our Mark. Rex goes inside his wound. And it might sound crazy at first, but all along, he planned to blow himself up. They just killed my favorite character. They just killed my... Just wait till Ray finds out. And that's me right now. When Donald was sent out for battle, I thought he was gonna kick some ass. I guess I overestimated him. But Britt's in the show though, even though I showed him earlier. By the way, the Invincible War's been going on for 3 days, and everything is destroyed. And they really put up the budget for this one. Angstrom sees this, and he says this is phase 1. Phase 1! The Invincibles were also told to have a meeting. And we kind of get to know more a little bit about the Marks, and wow, some of these guys are broken. Angstrom comes by, and he tells the other Invincibles to bring the actual Mark. Sinister Mark disagrees because the plan got most of them killed, while Mohawk Mark makes the argument that they were weak. He even said he would have killed them if he wanted to. Damn! 5-year-old Mark says they made a deal that if they help Levy, he would help them take over other dimensions. Most of them, at least. But soon they all agreed to torture Levy, until they get sent into another dimension. Eventually afterwards, Mark does find Levy, and he is pissed. Invincible says out loud he thought he killed Levy, and he says, "No, you didn't!" And it spawns those camera thingies, and they're actually doing damage. Bro really thinks he's Doctor Doom. The good thing is that this time in this fight, Invincible's actually aware of when the portal's gonna spawn. Oh nah, he's going for the kill. And then bro just magically makes more cameras appear. My god, they really saved the budget for this. Or some of it. But anywho, Invincible continues to dodge more portals until bro got a whole set of these motherfuckers. He even almost sent Invincible to another dimension again. But it just took Mark a little bit to get back on his feet and punch the shit out of these cameras. Even though it's not doing much, but you know what? It's still some progress. Luckily, Angstrom is starting to run out of some cameras, and he grabs him by the throat! Invincible demands an answer if this is exactly what he wanted. And then Oliver comes in and he's telling Mark to kill Levy, so that nothing like this can happen ever again. But Mark had no other choice but to do it. Until it was too late, and all Mark brought back was his arm. Levy tells those strange guys to fix his arm, but they simply refuse. And they said that Angstrom Levy works for them now. Wow. But there is some good into this, and that will be that the war is over. Mark is helping around Chicago with the dead bodies, and then there is Conquest! Remember that Mark had to kill a few humans? Yeah, he's fucked. After Conquest has a yap session, Mark doesn't even care. He just wants to punch something. Conquest was more than happy. And they are about to go out of it next episode. Oh my god!